Louisiana Beer Reviews Belgian Style White Ale, 5% alcohol. This is showing the Belgian flag. It's a Belgian style white ale with beer. It's from State of Brewing in Waunakee, Wisconsin. This is from the Aldi 2022 Advent Calendar Variety Pack. 24 cans, 24 different styles. 5% alcohol, and it's showing something called the Atomium. 1958, AD 1958. I'm going to have to look that up, the Atomium. Must be something to do with Belgium, maybe a World's Fair in Brussels. I really don't know. Best by August 1st, 2023. So that means it was canned August 1st, 2022. This variety pack went on sale nationally. Some people might have got an early release, but November 2nd, 2022. I bought on the 3rd. Okay. Most of the beers in this pack I've liked. Some of them were duds, but most were good. You know, you're not going to get all good ones in a big pack like that. Okay. White head of foam. It's golden. So white ales, no, they're not really white. I see a lot of sediment though on this dreary, chilly. Well, it's cool, very damp, and extremely overcast. So it's a dreary day, and there's lots of sediment, which I don't know what that is. Pieces of wheat, or is it pieces of yeast? It's not totally filtered. It's mostly filtered. It's semi-transparent, yes. I can see through it a little bit. Okay. Well, I did find out that Beer Advocate has this, all of them listed under State of Brewing, and I didn't realize that. And I was doing reviews and drinking them, and then I missed a lot that I didn't write reviews for, so guess I won't I could go back and listen to my videos and get the tasting notes and write reviews. Just be time consuming. I don't know if I feel like doing it. I'm definitely going to write written reviews on Beer Advocate, and Untap has it too. Rate Beer didn't list it from what I could tell on there. I'm going to write those. Okay. Smells like coriander. Could be added. Spiced white bread, white wheat bread, spice. Let's go with the taste. Smells nice, looks nice. So we got an A on appearance, A on aroma. Now, the most important part of the review, the taste test. Yeah, definitely tastes like a Belgian style white ale. Get the coriander, tastes like a little bit of lemon. Even has a faint bit of that horse blanket, that Brettanomyces, which is really what you get with the farmhouse ales. Prickly carbonation, medium body, dry finish. Sweetness scale, it's sort of sweet. 3 out of 5 sugar cubes, I think that sounds about right. Bitterness level is low, 1 out of 5 hop cones. I'm thinking the IBUs must be around 10 or 11. You might want to garnish it with a orange slice or something like that. It's another winner. I mean, like somebody was telling me yesterday, he said, I don't find State of Brewing does great work, but a lot of their stuff is really solid and enjoyable, and I said I agree with that. It's not like world class, outstanding, but what do you expect, in a Advent Calendar Variety Pack. You're not going to get that. It was $49.99 for the Variety Pack. And then somebody tells me, I bought mine for $24.99. I said, what? He said, well, maybe they were just discounting it because they were almost gone and they wanted to, it's really kind of past the time when people would get these calendars, because a lot of people have this thing where they're going to want to do them all before Christmas Day. And I'd like to do that too. Not that I try not to do time specific videos, because people watch them, could be watching years later, and it could be during Lent, or during the summer, so it may not have any relevance to the time. Oh, I'm not much for this style, honestly. I never say, I'm going to go buy a pack of Blue Moon, Shock Top, or authentic Belgian white ales. They don't repulse me. I don't hate them or anything. I just don't, it's not my thing. I'm not enjoying the style like I would other styles, like say a Bock or Doppelbock or Helles Doppelbock or Schwarzbier or something like that. Vienna Lager, different stouts. But this is fine for the style. I don't rate on my personal preference. I listened to a video this morning and I said, the guy was like, well, it's a really great beer, but you know how I am about IPAs, so I'm going to score it. Some beer, I can't remember the name. You know how I am with that hoppy bitterness, I'm going to give it a, like down into the low B minus, instead of, he was saying it was an A beer, but he was going to give it a B minus because he doesn't like the style. So at least he's letting us know that. But this is Destavely Bonnaroo, and I'm going to go find out what the atomium is. If I think about it, I'll put that in the notes, since they put it on the label. Trying to see if there's oh yes, there's a sediment cloud that's descending, so there's definitely a lot of yeast. Is it live yeast? Is this bottle conditioned? It could be can conditioned. There's a lot of brown chunks. You may see those brown chunks at the bottom. That's got to be yeast chunks. So that usually doesn't change the flavor, just makes it look gunky. No. Change the flavor. I think that's about all we'll get out of it. So, another one of the big winners in the pack. You say, oh, 95 out of 100. You can't get a 95 out of 100 out of one of these variety packs. Get real. Well, you can actually. I got it in the Samuel Adams variety pack. The winter lager is so great. Their black lager is fabulous. Really, the Boston lager is typically great. I had a few years where Boston lager wasn't tasting too good. Tasted like cornbread. I don't think they use corn in it. So I know they don't use adjuncts. That's strange. But anyway, that's the name of the beer. They didn't they didn't trademark any of the names. They just put the name. The name of the beer is the style, Belgian style white ale. There you go. So 95 out of 100, a most excellent beer. It happens, and that's a good happening, isn't it? Rather get a bunch of A's and B pluses instead of a bunch of C minuses and C plus and a few B minuses. That wouldn't be too exciting. So, Les Bon Temps Relais. If you missed the Advent calendar this year, they didn't have any more at Aldi when I went back. People were buying them up, look like quickly. Check it out next year. Maybe it'll be 24 new styles. They just keep doing that till they run out of ideas. Maybe they'll have a Gruit, a Creek. Well, they did kind of have that already. But maybe just more exotic things. So. And maybe they'll up the ABV. Of course, that could affect the cost. They're trying to keep the cost down. If they start putting imperial stouts, Russian imperial stouts, and high gravity lagers and all could be a problem on costs. But so laissez-les bon temps relais, and I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to, maybe you wait till the summer, go to Waunakee, Wisconsin, and tour the State of Brewing Brewery.